Okay, alright, let's get started. Welcome everyone, it's another Friday with Baro. That means we're going to be going over his offerings. And I guess the first thing to talk about today would be the two nice looking things here. These new cosmetics. An exquisite ornament of unknown provenance to enhance your orbiter. Oh, interesting. It's nice. These are they're basically nightstands. They look nice. So because they look nice, I guess people are gonna want like 50 of them each. That's not that bad. 100 ducats. That's really not that bad. But we're not buying any of those. Um, let's just move on. So Prime Flow is a pretty good mod for anyone who likes energy. If you happen to be using or if you happen to want to use quick thinking, this mod is worth getting. As you can see, I have like 20 of these. I still haven't sold them yet, but that's I guess that's just on me for being greedy. I should probably sell these. I think he comes back with them a little bit too often now. Like Prime Flow came back less than a few months ago. It's been less than 3 months, so I'm not sure if it's worth picking these up anymore. There was a time back in late 2017 where he hadn't brought these back for 9 months and the price of Prime Flow was floating somewhere between 200 and 300 plat. Um, since that was the case, it was actually worth picking up a bunch of these, but since then, I haven't been able to sell them. At least not fast enough, not for the price that I would consider worth it. Which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I got bamboozled. They're 30 plat right now. So now's the time to get Prime Flow from another player if you don't want to spend the ducats. Just remember that there's a 1 million credit tax. Let's take a look at the stats here. Oh yeah, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah. So I guess the crash hasn't really set in yet, but statistics. This is from 48 hours. Oh yeah. Here you go. 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, and then it hits tonight, right in the morning. Bam! Straight down. 30 plat. You can barely get a sale for the. Well, you can get a couple sales for these. People were just waiting for this. It's a good mod. It's worth buying. Although at this point, for 350 ducats compared to 30 plat, it actually might be more worth it to buy it from someone else. You have to spend a million credits and 30 plat instead, but I'd argue that's cheaper. Um, Prime Ravage is a pretty good mod. This is worth getting for people who like shotguns. There's not so there are some primed or sorry, there are some crit shotguns in the game. Vaykor Hek I can think of. Um, I believe Corinth is a crit shotgun. Um, well, Arcoplasmor doesn't have crit damage anymore, so I would have said that. What else? Tigris, I think. I think Tigris is a crit shotgun as well, or Tigris Prime. So this is definitely a good mod to pick up if you're into using crit shotguns. Otherwise, uh, it's okay to skip, but I'd say it's still worth getting. There's a lot of good stuff to pick up today. Yeah, 30 plat. Well, it's not that expensive even before Barrow shows up. So literally zero have sold. So this is one of the ones that people like. They're like waiting for this. But even then, it's nothing sold. 50? What the fuck? Hold up, hold up, hold up. 90 days. Jesus, there's a lot of volatility here. Wait, why did it go all the way down? 45? Oh, that happened a month ago. Hmm. Median 45. Yeah. So pick up Prime Ravage for yourself if you like crit shotguns. This is not a good mod to invest into if you want to make profit off of Barrow mods. Definitely not. Prime Flow, yeah, you can make profit off this, but Rifle, ammo, shotgun, and pistol mutation. Yeah, you can go ahead and skip these. These are not better than carrier. Frankly, they're not even better than an allied Necros. Necros actually makes enough ammo drops to sustain using almost any weapon in the game, unless you have like negative ammo. But even then, if you have negative ammo, that just means there's more pickups to get from the ground because you're not using most of them anymore. Um, yeah, these are not worth getting. You can go ahead and skip these. So the final one I didn't talk about here is primed regen. Primed regen is good given the condition that you already have the sacrifice mod. So regen allows your sentinels to come back after they've died a certain number of times. The thing is that the regular regen only lets them revive once, I believe. And Prime Legion lets them revive 3 times, but why would you care about your Sentinel? The thing about the Sentinel is that you want to combine it with the Sacrifice mod. Well, actually, let's take a look at Regen too. Alright, so here's the original Regen mod. At max rank, it only lets you revive once, which is okay. It's invulnerable for 6 seconds. Well, I don't know if you really care about the invulnerability part, but it's a thing. It revives once. The primed regen is very definitely an upgrade, but most people don't care about their sentinels. Like, why am I investing 4 into my sentinels? They're never going to be as strong as my regular guns. Well, they can do some content a fair bit by themselves. If you ever have way too many forma, it's worth putting into sentinels. But here's the thing: this is what you want to use with primed regen. All right, it's a sacrifice mod. It allows your sentinel to use its revives in place of your own. However, it only works if you are in a solo mission. It'll start reviving you right away. Otherwise, you have to wait 30 seconds in a team mission for it to start reviving you. Also, it can be pretty buggy because if you accidentally hit the revive self button, it'll stop reviving you, and then you just pretty much wasted the sacrifice and then you pretty much waste the sacrifice and the regen charge. But otherwise, this is a good mod for people who like soloing extra difficult content or long survivals. This is worth having. This is worth keeping around. Um, Sacrifice, however, is not commonly available. I believe the last time I saw this was shit. I don't even remember the last time I saw this. Uh, oh wow, 30 plot. Yeah. See, acquisition not even known. Um, this was around for the original Ambulus event. It required Animo nav beacon. Well, not Animo. Well, did it require Animo nav beacons? It required something from that event where you could buy these from what's his face? Perrin. You could buy these from Perrin because he had a special vendor at the time. I don't remember what these are for. I don't remember where you get these now. Probably should just look it up. But yeah, the price just steadily increases. Was this June 15th? Was that Plague Star? It might be available from Plague Star now, but the price is just going to steadily increase without a real way of getting it. I don't think you can get it from Transmutes either. Actually, you know what? I am gonna look this up. I had to look this up. I don't remember where to get this anymore. Yeah. So you could originally get this from. Yeah, I was right. The original Ambulance event. Yeah, Plague Star. I was right about that one too. Oh, I guess I did know where to get this. Ha! Plague Star. So you need Plague Star, and that's why the price was so low at the time. but I've seen this mod go all the way up to like 75 or 100 plat. It was ridiculous before it was announced as being part of Plaguestar. But I mean, it's not essential to your kit. Most people don't. I mean, unless you really care about your Sentinel reviving you. There's other ways of getting extra revives. You can buy some cheap rank 3 arcanes. Those come with an extra revive, like Arcane Nullifier. You can buy a set of Arcane Nullifiers from other players for like 15 flat. Not only will it help you build up a way of fighting Terrorless, uh, because you want the magnetic damage resistance to fight the Terrorless, but also you get the extra revive, so you could potentially have up to 6 revives. The 4 that you start out with, the 2 that you get from arcane revives with 2 rank 3s, and then you could also get up to 4 more revives from your sentinel, assuming that it survives. Chances are, if you die, your sentinel's already been killed once or twice before. But that's a thing. That's the reason to get Prime Regen. Otherwise, it's actually not really all that important to have. But I like the mod personally. Uh, any other cosmetics to talk about? Hydroid Immortal. That's nice. Harkonar stuff. Prisma for Mantis. Okay. All right, let's move on. The weapons. Prisma Tetra is not that good, although it is available from MR4. So if you can get this from MR4 and you're a low level player, it's okay. It's personally not my favorite weapon because the stats are not good and it has no slash damage component. But is better than anything else that you can get at MR4. The real problem here is going to be the steep Ducat cost that makes it extremely difficult for people who are at MR4 to actually farm, because chances are they don't even have enough relics to be able to pop in order to get enough items to turn into Ducats. That's rough. Ignis Wraith. So normally you can get the blueprint for free from other players in trade chat. You can just type something like "want to buy Ignis Wraith Blueprint 10 plat," and there will be a couple people from some of the older clans who participated in the original defection event. They'll be like, "Hey, don't pay 10 plat for this. I'll give you one for free, or some other, or 1 plat, or some shitty mod or something." That, I would say, is a more effective use of your time and resources. However, for a lot of people, I know that they really, really hate trading with other players, and that they have a fright of interacting with other people, especially in this game, because they feel like they're bothering someone else. Um, in such a case, this is pretty much a way of getting them to get Ignis Wraith, because pretty much the only other way of getting it is from trading and from Baro. And for some people, buying it from Baro is worth it. I would not argue that it is worth it. 550 ducats is a lot. That's that's a solid 20 plat. You're wasting 20 plat in ducats and the credits. But I guess if you were able to buy this in the first place and you actually have trade anxiety, this would be worth it, because then you don't have to face your fears at all, and you can remain forever scared of other people. But that's really on you. It's only worth it if you're a wuss. Moving on. Ki'teer Sentinel. Interesting. What else is there? Sansa Minaros. Ah, this is not a your Ducats are safe week. I mean, Inaros is a good frame, but whether or not you actually want to buy his recipe this week, that's on you. He's available every time Baron shows up. And then the last one is Axii A2 Relics. Axii A2 Relics contain the ever useful Aklex Prime link. This is the only way to get it if you're not willing to trade from other people. And unlike trading with other people for the Ignis Wraith, Aklex Prime Link is usually pretty expensive. Well, right now it's 40, but this is the price that you'd more expect it to be. 75 to 100. Um, yeah. Yeah, the price is usually floating over between 70 and 100. I wouldn't sell it for anything less personally. Let's check the 1 day. Went from 80 to 40. That's still pretty good considering that these had come from the rare on an Axie relic. I personally I would buy a bunch of these mostly because um, people don't know how to generate Axie relics because so there's a real shortage of Axie relics for almost any player in the game. Like they don't understand that hey, you have to stay till 20 in Hydron in order to get Axie relics. People almost always leave after 10. So there's plenty of Neo relics around. In Helene, if you farm Helene, you get Mesos and Neos. So there's plenty of so there's plenty of Mesas and Neos around, and Lith relics you can get by popping candy. But Axie relics, there's just a real dearth. There's a real shortage of them because people do not have the patience to stay in the waves in the farming missions where you can actually generate these, and that makes it so that relic parts that drop in the Axie era are way more valuable than Neo, Meso, and Lith parts. Um, I would buy a shit ton of these. Shit. You know what? I'm gonna. You know what? Where's the thingy? Where's the thing? I'm gonna start breaking stuff down now. You know what? Let's just fucking watch me. Oh, watch me. Smash stuff into itty bitty little pieces. Yeah, just fucking watch me. Boltor, Brad. Kids with guns. Gallatines. Wow, I'm coming up a little short today, even though I did so much. Yeah, I did quite a bit of farming, but I guess I'm still coming up short. I don't have a lot of stuff to sell, do I? I really don't. Wow, I suck. I fucking suck. Wait, how much is Ninkandi Prime? Oh, it's still actually worth something. Okay, all right, don't sell these then. Don't sell these. Okay. Orthos, Paris, Pyrana. I'm pretty sure that's not worth anything anymore. Redeemer, yeah, that's not. Yeah, Redeemer's not worth anything. I don't care about Redeemer. Rubico's not worth anything. Actually, I should double check that. I should check that mostly because people. Yikes! This has a gold in it. 20 plat. What? There's too many of them. Strativar is probably like 40 plat. Strativar Prime set. Yikes! This is what people go through. This is what people go through in order to Ay, ay, ay. Volt worm is huge. This gun's not even good. Okay. Alright. That's it? Only 5,000? Only 5,000 ducats. Alright. Fucking watch me. All right. And that was 100 Axie A2 relics that I just bought. I guess I won't have a problem with Axie relics for a really long time. And hey guys, don't forget to throw a penny into the water fountain in Mercury. You guys get to make a wish. And when you make your wish, don't tell anyone about it or else it won't come true. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow, maybe.